I wish I got to speak to that last guy.
Ryan's the guy that just was walking around the stadium. Outside the stadium.
I wish I got to speak to Peter. He looks like a great guy. He's looking good too. Nice and thin. Yeah. He's gonna have a lot of extra time to work out too, since they're not in any more competitions. His team is not in any more competitions, so he's gonna have plenty of time. I'm proud of him.
Guys, we are back this time with a Juve fan, and your name is
James.
James, how you doing, James? Today, I'm assuming you're happy after this huge progression to the Coppa Italia. Yes, it ended as a draw, but you got the job done in the first leg. Tell me how you're feeling, your first remarks of this game, how it ended 0-0.
Listen, I know a lot of people want to say different things. They defended, they did this. You got to get to the next round. At the end of the day, whatever you got to do to win the match, to get to the next round, you do. So I think that's what Juventus did. I know the Inter fans over there, they could say whatever they want to say, but that's what Juventus did. They played smart. Pirlo put out his men to let Inter dictate the match. They're at 2-1. They've got 2 away goals. Inter need to score 2-0 to go through or score a third goal. So why go and attack them? They held the pressure back. I think that Pirlo got it right. And so much negativity for a season, but guess what? Inter, the team that was favored to win the Scudetto, is now knocked out of Coppa Italia, and Juventus is the team that knocked them out.
Wow. Marco, I just want to say, are you surprised by this at all? Did you think Juve were going to soak in that pressure, or did you think Inter was going to get that goal? So basically what I'm asking, was a master plan from Pirlo, or was it more of like a failed plan from Conte and his men?
No, I think Pirlo is starting to get to understand this team well, and I think the team is understanding Pirlo well. And I think that's very important. Even without key players out today, there was no McKennie starting, there was no Artur starting, there was no Chiesa starting, a lot of different guys, and even Kulusevski, who's got to adapt to playing as a second striker because there's nobody else. They're doing well, and most importantly, a lot of the leagues in Serie A has often been won by the team that's best defensively. And Juventus defense today, completely dominated against Inter. I mean, Demiral and De Ligt, 2 guys that have been questioned, as far as can they play together, this and that, were dominant. De Ligt against Lukaku was phenomenal. And Lukaku is one of the best strikers in the league. Tough, hard, they pulled out his game. And I think that Juventus defense, that's the key. If you're watching that, in the beginning of the season, I think Pirlo's team, they lacked cohesion, they lacked fluidity, they didn't understand where they were supposed to be at certain times, and now they're understanding that. And that's very important. This game and the past 3 games that Juventus have had are so important for the Champions League that's coming up. It's a weird season. You never know what's going to happen in the Champions League. They're going in with the right mentality, and that could prove vital for the Champions League.
Wow, okay, Marco, nice. Before you go, I want to just say one last thing. Congratulations on going to the Coppa Italia final.
No congratulations to get to the final. You congratulate after you win the final.
Ooh, okay.
This is not some people.
Nice mentality on that. But you will be playing the winner of Napoli or Atalanta. We all know the first leg ended 0-0. Any preference on who you want to see? We all know Koulibaly and Kostas Manolas is going to be out for that second leg. So big advantage to Atalanta, plus Ciro Mertens is going to be out.
I don't have there's no preference, of course. Atalanta's a tough team. Atalanta's a very tough team. I think that
more than enough.
No. To say that I think it will be Atalanta. If I had to bet, I would bet that it would be Atalanta. The first game was horrible. I think for Juventus, it doesn't really matter. Now the final is going to be, there's some time until then. So you regroup, you focus on Champions League. There's no need to worry about who you're going to play now, and so much can change. Napoli in the beginning of the season was going through a great moment. Now they're not. So that could easily change. It doesn't really matter what's happening right now. You don't even know who the coach could be come then. I think Juventus, you focus on yourself. The team changed when McKennie came on the pitch. They started breaking the line. They started going forward. Chiesa too, same thing. So everything's working out, and I think that Juventus are playing good. They didn't score their chances too. That could have easily have been a 1-0 Juventus win if Ronaldo finishes his chance too. Not to say that Inter didn't have, but at the same time, clear cut. Handanovic had a great performance. Inter, Eriksen was great. Hakimi, sometimes I think could have done better with the ball. But the disappointment is Lautaro. At the end of the day, I know that. What was the guy's name before here?
Peter, I think.
Peter? Yeah. Peter, yeah. Peter, I don't think he mentioned Lautaro. I don't know. Maybe he forgot that in the summer he was worth 111 million. 120 million. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, disappointment. And for Conte, hey, what do you do now that you're out of the Coppa Italia? That was your last competition. If he loses Scudetto, it's a disaster. Like Cassano said, it's a massacre if he would lose a Scudetto. All in, okay, but that's dangerous. That's very dangerous.
Marco, I know I said last question, but really last question. Do you think Inter will win the Scudetto, or do you think all hell's going to break loose at at the end of the season?
I think it's too easy to change my prediction from the beginning of the season. My initial prediction was Inter. So out of fairness to that, out of respect to what I originally had thought, I'll stick. I mean, the only competition they're in is Scudetto.
That is true.
Juventus are fighting on three fronts still. So I think that they should, and they got a deep bench. They got a great coach. That's one, and players. They just got to do a little bit better.
Wow. Okay, Marco, thank you so much. You guys, you heard it here first. Don't celebrate too hard. Get home safe, and we'll see you on the next episode, guys.